Reality is waiting for you to give it permission, because it is always giving you a reflection that is in alignment with the version of you that you are being. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be explaining what acting as if actually is and how to do it. So acting as if is you giving yourself permission to do the things you would be doing anyway if you actually had the thing that you are asking for. Acting as if is you consciously stepping into the parallel version of you that is already living that life that you are asking for. Acting as if is you no longer contradicting yourself by asking to experience something particular and then acting like you don't have that thing. It is you no longer contradicting what you have asked the universe for with your actions. Many of us don't realise when we are trying to manifest something that there is already a parallel version of us that is already living that, and that all that is really required to get us to that, to get us the full reality reflection of that life, is for us to step into a new version of ourselves so that we can get the reflection that is in alignment with that new version that we are now being. Many of us have this voice in our head that tells us not to bother doing those things we could be doing now that we would be doing if we had that thing that we're asking for, because there's no point, because we're not living that life yet. And this voice tells you just wait to do those things until that life comes along. You know, I won't bother doing these things because I'm not living that life yet, so there's no point, so I'll just wait, you know. And I used to do this as well. It's like before I started YouTube, and I've heard other YouTubers who do spiritual content like I do saying the same thing, that they used to have this idea, this voice in their head that told them one day some really big spiritual YouTuber like Tony Robbins will just come along, and I'll bump into him in the street and we'll have this conversation, and he'll be like, whoa, you're so amazing, come on my show, and suddenly you'll be living this life where you're a spiritual YouTuber, you'll be teaching people, and it will just happen like that. It will just suddenly come to you. Suddenly you'll just be living this life, and so you don't need to do anything. You don't need to do any of those things you know you'd be doing if you were living that life. You just need to wait till it comes along, wait for reality to give you permission, and then you can do it. But the truth is, nothing changed for me until I actually took these actions. I wanted to be a YouTuber, so I started making videos, regardless of the fact that I had no subscribers. Many people want to be artists, and yet they never create any art. Many people want to be in relationships, and yet they go home every day and they act in their houses like they are not in relationships. They walk around in their dirty pajamas all day. Many people want to be healthy, and yet they spend all day on the sofa eating donuts, and yet they're asking the universe to be healthy. So acting as if is doing these things that you know you would be doing anyway if you had that thing that you wanted. And these are things you would be doing anyway. So you're not forcing yourself to do something you're not saying you want to do. If you're asking for something specific, then that means you want to live the life that comes along with that thing, and yet you are refusing to. So acting as if means embodying this version of you that is living that life. You don't need permission to do any of these things you want to do. You don't need permission to dress the way you want to dress. You don't need permission to put your message out there to the world. You don't need permission to do the artwork you want to do. Reality is waiting for you to give it permission, because it is always giving you a reflection that is in alignment with the version of you that you are being. So once you step into these things you truly want to do, not only will your life immediately become more wonderful when you do, because you're finally giving yourself permission to do the things you truly want to do, but also reality will start giving you a reflection that is actually in alignment with that version you are now being. So if you'd like to know exactly how to act as if you have a particular thing you would like to manifest in your life, get a piece of paper and write down all the things you know you would be doing if you had that thing that you could be doing now. And don't disregard any of it, even if it's something very small. Even the smallest things send a powerful message to the universe. Even the smallest actions send a powerful message to the universe. So don't disregard anything, write it all down. And also, it's always good in general to just look at the things that you truly want to be doing and perhaps asking yourself why you are not allowing yourself to do these things. Because for many of us, it's often things like fear that hold us back from doing the things that we want to be doing. It held me back for a very long time. I didn't do the things I truly wanted to do. And also because we've got that voice in our head telling us that we need to wait for reality to give us permission. Just remember, you are the one giving reality permission. So write those things down and then start embodying that version of you, and you will get a reflection that is in accordance with that. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope it's helped you, and I'll see you in the next one.